All right, everybody. Good evening and welcome to another episode of the panel. We've got some
Hello.
breaking news. Hey, Bush, how you doing tonight, brother?
Hey, what's up, Malik? I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, Malika? You all right? That's what's
Yeah,
important.
man. Yeah, yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad.
We've
It's
been
been a good
pumping out
day.
this content crazy. That last episode of Cypher Sisters. Oh my God, about open relationships and stuff. Oh my God, a lot of insight on that, y'all. You need to check that out.
Yeah, please do. Please do, man. I appreciate that shout out for that. I appreciate the shout out. Yeah.
Content.
Yeah, facts. Rachel and I
We
are
on
doing
it.
some strong things, man. So that's beautiful, man. That's
Hmm.
absolutely beautiful. But look, before we get into anything, I want to hit you with some breaking news.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! Breaking,
yeah.
breaking news.
Hey, so Deion Patterson, 24 of Atlanta. He was the guy that was he's the suspect in the shootout that happened a couple of hours ago,
Oh my
where
God.
he killed five women. Well, I'm sorry,
Allegedly.
he killed four women. Excuse
Allegedly.
me, allegedly, and I meant to come back to allegedly. He killed one woman and injured four. So, ranging ages from 71 to 25. This is a suspect. He was on the loose for many hours today. That's their brother
Oh
right
my
there.
God.
Yeah,
Deion
yeah.
Patterson. What? I wish I had a sports guy. I gotta call my boy Colin. He gonna be doing a sports thing. What team? Do you know what team he played for? And like what?
So no, Deion Patterson is just somebody out in Atlanta that just lost it today.
Oh, so why did I
So
think it was like a sports related? All right,
yeah,
that
that's
doesn't matter.
Henry Ruggs. That's Henry Ruggs.
Okay. Wow.
Yes.
So any details on him? Was he a family man? Was it about the what the fuck is
We don't
going
know
on?
what it was about yet. They're still to interrogate him. I mean, this is literally breaking news. So he
Oh
just
my
got
God.
apprehended a little over an hour ago, which is
Because when
crazy,
we hear
man.
mass shootings, and he shot five people. That's a mass shooting. They say
Yeah.
allegedly, and he allegedly killed one person. Automatically you're thinking, oh, some white boy went crazy. That's what you think. I'm sorry to say it, but that's what we think. So that's why I'm asking the questions like, what the fuck? This brother man went
So
went
he's
ballistic.
saying so he was with the Coast Guard for 3 years. I don't know if he's
Oh,
going to
okay.
claim that this has anything related to PTSD. I don't know if this is going to have anything related to depression, anxiety. I just don't know because he was just apprehended. But we'll keep a follow up on this story so that we can make sure that we keep you subscribers uh, up to date on what's happening out here in the world. And in Atlanta, everybody be careful, because everybody's a little stressed out all over the country, not just
Yeah, this
specifically
money
Atlanta.
issue.
Yeah,
And
man.
I ain't gonna lie, this dude, I'm looking at him now. I'm sorry, but he look a little like Michael B. Jordan, unshaved. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck happened to make him go ahead and flip out?
At 24.
To shoot one person alone is crazy, one innocent person. So now five people. Now it
Yeah.
makes me want to think like, was there issues with people? What the fuck? Like, who did he shoot? Were they white? Were they black? I'm sorry to say it, but I just want to know the details because
So I don't
usually,
think it was. I think it was he had mentioned something, or I had heard news that he said that he shot because they wouldn't give him his medication. I don't know what kind of medication he was supposed to be receiving. Um, but yeah, but he was at a doctor's visit with his mother, so I don't understand. I don't understand. Yeah, and
wow.
at 24 years old, just to snap like that. I mean, he just threw his life away. At 24
Yeah,
years
but
old.
the thing is, like in this world, we put the blame because he's the one that allegedly pulled the trigger. But was he neglected with medically? With mentally, what's going on? You know what I mean? Or like, did they like? Because that's a big thing. And
Yeah.
sometimes they prescribe people the pills, but sometimes it's more than that because you got to have somebody in that person's life that responsible to make sure he takes the pills. That's just
Yes.
hey, I know it's a problem and I know it's a hassle, but it's got to happen or else shit like this go down. You feel me? A mass
Facts.
shooting five people. That's crazy, man. He
Facts.
don't look like
Facts.
he don't look like a dude that was like I
That
don't
was heading
know.
down that path. But
Hmm.
we don't know what happened to him, what he's seen, what he's experienced. We just don't know. And that's another thing about Black folks having to get that. It's Mental Health Care Month or Mental Health Care Awareness Month, and that's
Hmm.
another thing that we got to get over the stigma, man. That going to get help is embarrassing, and It's something
Yeah,
that we should be ashamed of. We got to get past this, man.
we
Because
definitely have to.
yeah,
Because we
yeah,
don't want to be the ones out there. We not. That's not how we are. Taking out innocent people and all the stupid shit. Like, nah. But they could have put him on a path of medication that there was no return from. You feel me? Like
yeah,
once you
yeah.
start, they because we all know all these medications is testing. They all testing on us. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
of
he
course.
could have been a test dummy. Like the fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Who
Not
knows,
making
man?
excuses for him. He shot five people, whatever. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like,
And to those
I'm
people's families, you know, our prayers go out for you.
condolences
You
for
know,
sure.
our condolences to the lady that passed. You know, our thoughts are with you. But yeah, man, it's a crazy world out there. It's a crazy world, and unfortunately, we've always been taught that mental health is something that we should shy away from. But we're just now with all of these burdens on African Americans' backs, on Black people's backs. It's just hard now to shoulder all that burden anymore, and it comes to a
Yeah.
point where people start snapping.
Oh
You know,
man,
every
and
day
we
we're
see it more
seeing
and more snapping from just everybody, every culture, everybody. You know what I mean?
facts.
And that's the crazy part. So we got to watch that. Keep an eye on that.
Yeah, because every day somebody's getting killed because of the color of their skin.
Yep. And the messed up part is, remember the first? I don't know. We can't remember the first mass shooting, but what I'm saying is, it was a time when that was taboo and that was crazy. Like what? Man, he just went and shoot. Now it's normal. It's a thing of the norm. You feel me? So it's like there's got to be something wrong with the society and the way we going. So we really got
Yeah.
to look at that, analyze that because it's crazy. Everybody doing it now. Black,
So what
white,
was the first
Asian.
one that you remember?
The first mass shooting was Columbine.
Same for
The
me.
first one I
Same for
remember.
me.
Columbine, and that was
Yeah.
so fucking sickening. That was so crazy.
Yeah,
And they were
man.
kids too, so you couldn't have that type of malice in your heart. They were kids too, really, but at the same time, a lot of people had the malice, you know. But
Yeah.
me, I seen them as kids too, dumbass kids that was raised in these suburbs. And the thing about the suburbs, that offer these people this naive, I don't know the word, but they be able to be naive to the real streets. They don't have to worry. You know, they thought they didn't have to worry about what's really going on and things like that.
Facts.
So they ignore
Until
the
crap hits
issues
the
of the
fan.
kids.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
They
Well,
never
it's
would.
both parents out there working. Nobody's really home with the kids. The kids have feelings that they need to express. There's nobody there with a listening ear. And it just goes to heck in a handbasket.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy,
And the
man.
thing, and they were like, oh, y'all think, them kids in the suburbs, y'all think nothing can happen, or y'all think we. Let me show y'all something.
Oh yeah.
Let me really show y'all something. Kill innocent kids. That's just what will make them. You know what I mean? Instead of going to kill like some, I don't know, but to kill the kids in the school.
And then it
Wow.
started getting younger and younger, right? Because then there was Sandy Hook. And then there was and there's so many, I'm not gonna name them all. But like it was just now it's like the elementary kids are targeted, which is a scary, scary place for parents. Yeah,
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
It
And
depresses
we
me.
did see like black people mass shooting. We seen Asian people mass shooting. We see all cultures mass shooting, but we never seen any of them except for the white kids run up in them schools and do that.
Yeah.
But I ain't
Well, the
trying to say
Latino
nothing. But
fellow
I'm just saying.
down in Texas. That just
What
happened
happened?
what, last year? The guy down in Texas that went and he was
Yeah, he
sniping
was
with people.
Asian. He did his school, but he wasn't. He didn't go to school, did he?
No, I thought he was
It was
Latino.
his job, huh?
I thought he was Latino.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You're right. It was a girl. It was a girl. That was a
No, it was
girl.
a dude. It was a dude. And the cops wouldn't go into the school.
Mm. Oh. Wait. Now I recall. I'm kind of. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
remembering
yeah.
that too.
So the whole town was up in roars because the cops wouldn't go into the school. Parents were going in there getting their own kids. You know, it was a deadly situation for everybody. I know if I were a parent of a child in that school, I'd have went in there and got mine.
Yeah. Well, your kid is in there. Fuck all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but they, like you said, they're all races. It doesn't hold bar to like who just one race anymore, and that was shattered with Muhammad in Washington D.C. the sniper, because
Mm.
we all knew it
Oh
was
yeah, yep, yep,
we
yep.
all
You're
knew it
right
was
with
a
that
white
one too.
guy in a pickup truck. Even my white
Oh,
friends were saying that. We
there was
all
no
knew.
doubt about it. It's like that's a white guy. There was
And
no
then we
doubt.
found out it was Muhammad. We were like, oh,
That was shocking. That was crazy.
yeah,
So
man.
I don't know if that got something to do with America or whatever, but there's something in the air.
Mm,
That shit is crazy.
yeah.
I
Well, I mean, the country was founded on killing people, wasn't it?
guess so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But people argue like everywhere was founded on that.
Oh yeah,
When you
for
when you
sure.
when you think about human beings and human nature, it had to what you think these people got the countries out of nowhere, like or whatever, the power out of nowhere, out of nothing. No, things had
No,
to be done to
of
get this
course,
power. You know what I
of
mean?
course. But
Feel
it
me?
was back in the day. It was a punishment to be sent to the Americas.
Yeah, yeah. So they sent the
We
worst here.
They sent the worst of the worst, and so that's it mixed in DNA of people over here now. We
Uh
all a
huh.
little off.
And I could believe that for sure.
So you know,
We had civil wars, all that. We was
yeah,
killing each other.
yeah, yeah,
Major civil wars.
yeah, over some
So
dumb shit.
these athletes been wilding too. I know
Oh
you
yeah,
got somebody that just did something, but what about that dude in San Diego who was shooting up in the car? What's his
what?
name? Fucking damn. He didn't make it. He was on his way. He was the most sought after basketball player. Fucking Michael Man. I forgot his fucking name, god damn it. This
Oh
is fucked
man,
up for me to bring it up, but he was
no,
out
no,
there
you good?
wilding,
Wow.
shooting in people's cars, all kind of recklessness. It's like I think a lot of these young athletes, when they get this type of situations and they know the outcome of their idols who became super rich and all that, they think they already set up for that. So don't let a young kid from the hood be the sought after basketball player. He liable to do some dumb shit. I'm sorry to say it, but that's just what happens even with Jay Morant and other people. Like, but this kid, he was real promising to be a big star. He out
Mm.
there shooting in people cars. He from Dago.
What
He from
the-
our our town.
he from home. What the
Yeah,
hell is wrong with him, man?
got his name Michael Mills or something like that. Let me see.
But sometimes it's a lot too. Those kids, their parents put a lot of pressure on them, and they
Yeah,
feel like they have to make it for the whole family, and it
but
really
that
shouldn't
that
be that
that
way.
those type of actions ain't the pressure of the parents. Those actions is the pressure of the streets,
Yeah,
and that
especially
mean the
okay,
parents ain't put enough pressure on their ass because it's like they falling victim to the streets that easy. You know what I mean? They want to be accepted by the streets doing
yeah.
crazy stuff, and that's something that should be eliminated. Like as far as our culture and people coming up from where we came, and then they got these opportunities to make generational wealth. That shouldn't even be
Michael
a.
Vick.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He fucked up a lot, but he bounced back a little something.
No,
But
no,
he
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 redeemed
fucked up.
himself, but still, like he had to go through the same lessons, and he had to go to
Yeah,
jail to figure that out.
he redeemed himself, but you know damn well he would have been way bigger if he didn't get caught up in that shit. He would have
Oh
been
yeah,
gone, like
oh
out of
yeah.
here,
He probably would have been in the football Hall of Fame
man. So
or heading there.
there's no forgiveness for us when we fuck up on that level. Ain't no real forgiveness. You could and people, love Colin Kaepernick and stuff, but he know like what he went to school for and what he was trying to be and all that striving to be. He lost that forever because certain people hold that power in their hand and
The
you piss
NFL
them
held it
off.
over.
That's
The
why a
man
lot of
couldn't find a job. He could not find a job, which was a damn shame. Speaking of athletes, Henry
mhm.
Ruggs, he's been sentenced to 3 to 10 years in prison. He played with the Raiders. It was for a DUI. So what he did was he was going over 100 miles an hour. He hit some lady in her van, and she wound up flying out the
Oh
window,
my
and
god.
he killed her. So it was it wasn't intentional, but yeah, he killed her.
but it's automatic. Like
Oh, he was
athletes,
found guilty of killing her. Yeah, yeah.
somebody at
And
his level shouldn't have been driving, first of all, because we already know you're dealing with some fuckery if you drive, and if you gotta drive, it's some fuckery that you ain't supposed to be doing. If you feel like,
exactly.
oh, I gotta go do this on my own or whatever type of mission, I don't know what he's doing, but and then now he 100 miles an hour. Who the fuck does that? As rich as you is, you feel me? Like, nah, man. And then a lady, oh my god, so it's a.
Yeah, that's the sad part.
I don't have
And
no
who
like. Come on,
let him take the keys? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like we got
but
to be responsible for our people too. If people knew
but
he was
but
too drunk,
But he's a grown ass man. He got
he
to
got
be
to be responsible for
responsible for who
himself.
he
And
keeps around him to
yeah,
watch him. He wanted people around him that was yes men, and that's
yeah,
what happens in these
and that's what
results.
happens.
That's the result
Yeah,
right there. His dumb
but
ass
when you
did
a
some
real man,
stupid
you
shit.
stand up for yourself. And
Yeah.
you know what everything is about. And you
Oh,
realize that there have been examples of brothers in the past who have done this type of stuff and have been caught up in some BS behind it.
and if you're a powerful man, rich powerful man,
Yeah.
you gotta be aware that you can't have yes men around you because you it'll prone. And if you like to drink or whatever the fuck he like to, he obviously like to do something. Man, I don't give a fuck what nobody
I
say.
mean, but he got enough to afford an Uber is what I'm getting at.
That too, yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
or a driver.
Or a
But
driver.
he was doing some fuck shit though. He didn't want nobody to know,
Yeah.
so he creep out, do his thing. Now he's speeding away. Like, what the fuck is? What was he drunk? He was drunk or something. Sorry, it's the truth. And you
Yeah, he
kill
was
an
under
innocent
the
woman
influence of
with your
something.
fuck shit. You're not in the streets. You're not a
Facts.
gangster. It's not nothing like that. It was just your dumbass doing some stupid shit. You fucked
Facts.
off the whole family's generational wealth. You fucked off all kind of shit. Not really, I know, but really because it was just stupid decisions that you're too. You got to be more responsible when you're in those type of positions. Like you're in a
Facts.
powerful position. Don't fuck around. Why are you driving, speeding at 100 miles per hour, like, and don't know how to drive? Obviously, because you killed somebody. So
Yeah.
fuck.
Facts. Facts.
I'm speaking for that lady's family and them people. Like this dickhead, he did some stupid shit. He got to pay. That
Exactly.
estate got to pay a lot of fucking money, and they ain't gonna bring back the lady that he took either.
She was
So.
probably a mom. You know what I mean? We don't know.
Mhm.
We don't know.
and
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 so,
and, and rich people they like I'm gonna just pay it, but they not even think about the family and the pain and all that.
the ripple
They
effect.
they mad at the family because they gotta pay them some money now. How you mad at them because you gotta give them some bread for killing off they one of they you know what I mean? That's crazy though how people think.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because they get too caught up in themselves. It's the ego. Everybody in this country has an ego now.
Mm-hmm.
Even people that don't need to have an ego got an ego. You be
Disgusting.
looking at them like, how dare you have an ego? But you have a huge ass ego.
Who's that athlete that shot his limousine driver and killed them and did time? He out of New York. Michaels. He was just on Cameron's podcast. I was watching him,
He
but I
was.
noticed that he was showing remorse, and he did 5 years. They broke it down to manslaughter because the way he explained it to where he was like he invited some people to his house, his big ass house. He wanted to show it off, and he said
Mm-hmm.
instead of showing them my Picassos, I wanted to show them my guns. So he took them to the guns, and he passed out shotguns to everybody, and then boom, 50 caliber shotgun went off and hit his limousine driver, killed him. You feel me?
Wow.
I forgot his name. You know the story. I forgot his fucking name, but I was watching the interview and he understood because his ass went to prison. He was like, he had nothing but he was always think about the family, I feel like. And he was like, it was my fault, I fucked up. It wasn't like, no, I had to pay them this and that. But he showed humility and he showed like he understood what the fuck he did. When you taking somebody out, it ain't about money no more. You took that
Yeah.
person out, family
Yeah.
person,
And you
life.
can't repay that. There's no amount of money in the world that gives them children back their family member
Hmm.
or that mom back their kid. You know,
Yeah.
there's no amount ever. So it's
So if
just a
I was
sad,
that
sad thing.
dude, I would definitely not have been driving, and I
But see,
would
what
have
I'm
lived.
pissed off about is the fact that he only gets 3 to 10 years. Like, is that what a life is worth nowadays if you got money?
Yeah, there's laws to where that wasn't murder, that wasn't premeditated murder, that was uh vehicular homicide, whatever
Vehicular
the fuck.
manslaughter.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
manslaughter. So
yeah,
I kind
yeah,
of get that, but at the same time, he got to deal with that. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
what kills me is people that got to deal with it, but they don't know how to. They play the victim role, play the victim.
Yeah,
Nah,
they
you're not
victim
the
shame.
victim, homie. You're not the victim in that. But yeah,
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Actually, you're the culprit. So
culprit.
yeah. Oh Lord. All right. So did you hear about the Massachusetts man who shouted racial slurs at the black man in road rage and then wind up killing him?
Damn, I didn't
Yeah.
hear about that shit.
Yeah, he just got convicted of murder. Thank God. It was 56-year-old. I'm not even going to say his name because fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him.
Uh, but he killed 34-year-old Henry Tapia, which
How
is
did
a
he
damn
kill him?
shame.
What, he beat him up? What, did he shoot him?
So he hit him with his car. He hit him with
Oh,
his
okay.
car. Yeah, yeah,
Motherfucker.
yeah, yeah. Life is just so, it's just so throwaway nowadays.
With the anger that we deal with, and I think the anger is intensified now too. For
Yeah.
some reason, we're all more angrier.
Yes.
Or maybe, I don't know, because, the world dealt with other financial, the whole, America, we all in this financial shit or whatever, but we went through depressions before. We went through all this type of shit. I don't know if we were that angry. I feel like when I look at the documentaries, people were more sympathetic with each other, but that's just how I feel. I don't know. People were more in the people, and they were getting together and making it work. Now we just like cutthroat committee. Like, to kill a man,
For
he was
road
mad
rage.
about road rage. Yeah. Now, how the fuck does it get to killing? That's some next level anger.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I
Bad.
mean? I wonder what happened. What, he cut him off or some stupid shit like that? Like,
Who fucking knows? He could have cut him off. He could have. Who knows?
there's
Maybe he wasn't
no.
going fast enough. You know. Who knows?
So, I just wish I knew how it went down, because I'm like, this is disgusting.
It
Like,
is, man. It's disgusting how cheap a life is valued now. You know, people are just
hmm
out there taking lives like it's just no big deal, and
something
it's hurtful.
something's inducing this anger with us still. I don't know what it is,
It's
but
the
and
pressure, man. It's
even
the
and
pressure of being an American. Shit, that pressure gets to you.
because I'm not gonna lie, not to try to talk for him or whatever, but I be having them feelings like, motherfucker, I will kill you.
I
Sorry
mean,
to
it's the
say it, but
pressure.
I'm sorry, but it's just the anger sometimes. But I never let it take over, because
Yeah.
these are human beings. We all humans. Why would you do that to another human being? But the anger, it gets you sometimes, man.
I
It
mean,
do.
look, prices are going through sky high. We're heading for a recession. Many think we're about to become a third world country. Um, it's just crazy out there right now. We have no power. There's so much hatred in this country towards opposite people who aren't like you. It's just a damn shame. And so people have the rhetoric in their head that, if I got rid of these people, it would make it a better place. Or if I got rid of these people, it would make it a better place. It's not the facts, folks. We have to learn like we should have learned from the natives. We have to
I
get
don't even.
along
I
in
think
order to
it's more
prosper and
simple than that.
survive.
I think people are just selfish, and they worried about their how they
That's it.
feeling, and they get mad. Me, and they
Yeah.
get so mad because they so fucking. And yeah, it got to be other things involved, but people are selfish as fuck. And when
Yeah.
they're angry, they turn red. They see red. They say fuck everybody else. Fuck how you feeling. I'm mad. You know what I
And see,
mean?
I'm not moving anywhere, but I tell you what, Americans are not the most loved on the planet. You go to other places and they just dislike us. It's best to claim
Why?
Canadian, y'all, when we travel, because we're
Yeah.
arrogant. We're arrogant. We think it's about us. I visited Montreal and I had to learn the culture, right? Because the way that you approach somebody to ask them a question is, if you don't know French, try, just try, you know,
Mhm.
bonjour. That's enough. Excuse me. How are you doing today? But you got to stop and ask how they're doing, how their family's doing, you know. And you can't just run up and be like, hey, I got to catch this train. I'm trying to head such and such. Do you know if this is the right train? You got to stop.
Mm-hmm.
In other cultures like that, in the Middle East, it's like that as well. You got to ask about their family. You start out with asking how their son is doing.
Mm.
So
Yeah, that's gotta be
we just
important.
don't have that patience with the world. We don't have that. We are always in such a fast paced environment that we don't know how to stop, slow down, smell the roses, really care about other people
Yeah.
before we go for what we need. I need to know where the train is. You got to tell me. And then they pretend they don't understand English. They're like,
Because they like, fuck you then. You say fuck me, then fuck you.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And it's a damn shame, man. It is a totally damn shame that it's like that. But like we've got to learn to stop, slow down, put some smoke in the air, smell the roses, do things like that. Just take a step back from our needs and everything and just check on each other and just worry about how other people are doing. Because we're out in
Yeah.
this struggle alone. That's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with anger and shit, then you really feel alone. You feel like
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's just fucked up. And we're dying younger. You know, I don't know about black women, but I know black men and just men. Period. We dying younger out here,
Yeah.
and we the ones that's deal with obviously that's showing more signs of anger and aggression and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lately. So yeah, rest in peace.
I
That's
mean, because we kind
unfortunate.
of tired of some shit though. We about tired. So I mean, we've been trying to do it the nice way the whole time. We're tired.
Hmm.
People are angry, especially when you see it clear as day, the disparities, right? Which
Mm.
is crazy. Which is absolutely crazy. So look, let's get into some of these hot topics, man. Which one you want to hop on first?
Um, we'll end with I guess we can end with Jamie Foxx. Let's go into this little shit. God damn it, man. This happened in Brooklyn too. These goddamn renegades. Dude was just yelling, being a crazy dude. And you see it all the time. But nowadays you got these renegades that's ready to go. Take these WWEF pills or whatever the fuck. And I don't know, because I ain't see the whole situation, but I just want to play this little content so we can just get an idea of what it is. Hold up.
We've been following the aftermath of a fight on the New York City subway that ended with a 30-year-old rider dead. Tonight, we're getting our first look at that
30 years old.
altercation that investigators just started when the man threatened other people on board the train. News 4's Jackie Beckford reporting on this. She's live in Soho. She's got some new video of the deadly dispute. Jackie.
Yeah, David, and that new video shedding new light on that altercation that happened underground here at the Broadway and Lafayette station yesterday. Did that supposed Good Samaritan go too far? Well, we spoke to a man, a witness who was there and recorded that altercation, and even he says he's not sure. He says
Yeah,
it's
of course he's
complicated,
not
but
sure.
he does say he believes that the man who was placed in a chokehold was held for too long. We have to warn you that video you're about to see is disturbing. Heroism or vigilantism? The video shows
And then
three
there's
strap
three.
hangers subduing the 30-year-old man
There's
after
three
witness
guys.
Juan Alberto Vasquez says he got on the northbound F train and began acting aggressively, threatening riders. Law enforcement sources with knowledge of the case confirm his account, saying according to a witness, the man began shouting, quote, "I want food. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm ready to
But
go
did he
back to
touch
jail,
anybody
and
though?
I'll hurt anyone
Exactly,
on
and
this
he's
train."
starving. He wanted them to call the cops.
They said, hold on.
He was hungry. He was thirsty. And he didn't care about anything. He didn't care about going to jail. That he didn't care that he gets a big life sentence. And it doesn't matter.
A big life sentence.
Vasquez says he was scared and believes others on the train were too. That's when
Of
he says a
course.
24-year-old rider came up behind the man and put him in a chokehold.
What a fucking piece of shit. He came up behind him and put him in a chokehold.
So no warning.
See, that's the problem though.
Nobody
It's
had a fucking candy bar.
the cultural differences that where he was so scared. I believe them people were so scared, or the hate in their blood, to where
Yeah.
they let that keep going. They seen him creep up behind them choke him
You
out.
know, 20
You got
years ago,
dude.
that wouldn't have happened in Brooklyn. 20 years ago, that would not have
Not
happened
at
in
all.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, because you're right. You're right. And why is that too? But it's crazy that you see the dude. He snuck up behind me, got him like this, and there's another dude here, another dude there, another two white dudes. He bring them down. They still there, and there's three dudes on him. Like the dude, they said he made violent threats. I want food. How is that a violent? I want food.
I
I'm
don't
hungry.
care. Call the police. I'll go to jail. That sounds like a plea for help. Call 911. Say I've been disrupting. This is the only way I know how to get food.
And they choked him out to
And they
death.
choked
And
him to
everybody,
death.
and then they all watched him. They all watched it
Nobody tried to help.
as usual.
Yeah, they just sat there.
Now, what you think? What would happen in reverse? I'm sorry to say it, but a white, crazy, mentally challenged guy, and then three black dudes, and one of him a black dude choking him to
Oh,
death.
them black dudes would have been in front of a firing squad by now. Cops would have said that they were eluding arrest and there was some type of they had AKs on them and they was trying to take over the world, and yeah, they were part
See,
of some
and
Black Power movement, and
I really think the problem is that we don't understand. They just so scared. They just so scared. You feel
and
me?
it's just, well, you know that when they see us, we are assumed to be much older than we are. Our children, when they look at our kids mentally in their mind, an 8-year-old looks like a 16-year-old to them. Our kids are always older looking. That's why they have no problem shooting our kids in the street, because they see them as grown men at such a young age. Our little girls are seen as older too.
How is this different from? Okay, well, I understand. I hate to bring it up, but George Floyd said they were cops. I get it, but these are regular Samaritans who committed murder right there.
How are you
And
a
now,
Samaritan when you're murdering people?
now the way the news and everybody presented it, like they trying to make it, but no, that's murder right there. You just
Flat
seen
out.
these dudes commit murder right there in your face. And I'm gonna
And
say
they
these
caught it
dudes
on
too,
tape.
because there
They
was
caught
two
it
other.
on tape. I'm sorry, man.
And it ain't nothing for us to be like in the streets going crazy about George Floyd, because we went crazy about George Floyd because they were cops that did it. But now this is something that's disturbing right now. That's
Yeah.
disturbing shit.
And
Because
it's
these
not
are
getting a lot of press, is it?
no, you know
Yeah,
why?
it's hardly getting any press, and that's why we brought it up here tonight.
That's what we try to do here. You know what I mean? Whether you like it or not, we're gonna speak the real, and that's that right there. Sorry to say it, we're not trying to create nothing or nothing, but it is what it is, basically. The
I mean, just
dude.
watch the tape. Like, why do you feel like it's okay to subdue us with 3 people? Like, why do you feel that it was okay to even approach that man? That man may have
Leave him
not
alone.
touched anybody.
He didn't
Just let
touch
him ready
nobody
on the
yet.
train. That
I could
you know
see
that
if
used
they
to be the
said,
fun
"Oh,
part
and then
about
he
riding
attacked."
the train. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? No, for real. If they said, "Oh, he attacked this guy," then okay. Oh, he went swinging it. Okay, but no, not a dude came up from behind. He was dying, sitting
Yeah,
there watching him fiending to just do something, just a fucking. Oh my
yeah.
god.
It's crazy,
Hey,
man. And that's just pure hate. But they're
pure
gonna get
hate.
away
That's
with
what
it.
it was. It was just pure hate. He just had so much hate for him. He's just like, I got in the fear and hate.
And they're gonna get away with it. No charges brought.
Yeah, they had a Spanish guy in the news thing, an older guy. He must have been on a train. He said, I was a little scared, but he didn't want to. He know what's up though. He didn't really totally, but they got him saying I was a little scared. Come on, man, please. If you in New
I
York
mean, if you're
City,
that scared, leave the neighborhood.
yeah, get the fuck out of here. This is New York. Scared because a homeless man is saying I'm hungry and I want to go to. I go to jail. That's crazy.
That's a
That's
plea for help.
crazy.
That was a cry for help. And nobody could toss them the scraps they had on their person. They left over lunch, or nobody could do
Yo,
that.
I was just in Utica the past like couple days. One day I got footage of a homeless guy, a drunken guy. He got kind of roughed up by the police. I got the video footage of that. Then that same day, another guy got roughed up by the police, being homeless and lost or whatever else. And then he said, "Well, I'm gonna come back. I'm shooting up the whole place." Never happened. Obviously, he came back. We seen him. But I'm just stating like the things that people say in desperate, like just fucked up situation. They'll say any crazy thing to get some attention, to get some, you know what I
Some
mean?
help.
Yeah, some help. He said that in front of the cops. He said that in front of every, and nothing happened to him because I guess they used to this type of shit in Utica, these police or whatever. But like, look at what happens over here. These not even police because this man says something. You got the right to grab him from behind,
And kill him.
coward ass, choke him up from behind and kill him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember when people like that used to be the entertainment on the train.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We would laugh and joke and have a good time at their expense, you know.
That's
But
what I'm saying,
nobody
yo.
ever got up and murdered them.
Ever.
Or felt
You know,
that they had the right to get up and murder them. Like, this dude must really feel like he's God. You feel like you're that empowered to get up and take somebody else's
and
life.
kill somebody. And I really feel like, I don't think he's a New Yorker. I feel like he's from somewhere else.
Then
But
deport his ass.
Scumbag.
Deport his ass.
I could see if he stood face to face with him, had some words, and it got crazy. Okay. No, he snuck up from behind him, grabbed him from behind like a coward. He's a fucking piece of shit. He needs he needs to be replaced. This is a 30-year-old guy. That guy was 30 years old. You killed.
Yeah, had his whole life ahead of him.
Fuck that dude. This shit, these topics, that right there. When I think about it, you know, the more you think about it, it's like, wow, that's outrageous. That's crazy.
But it's still a free pass for murder in America.
It is.
People.
It is because we don't get that card of, oh, he is mentally disturbed. We don't get that. We don't get that benefit of the doubt. Oh, he had mental issues. We don't get none of that. He just got killed. And nobody brought that up. Nobody when we did the research, nobody did no research, but they will find out, I guarantee. You know, the guy was probably mentally, all that type of shit.
Yeah.
They don't want to publicize that, though.
He may have been a veteran.
Yeah.
He could have been a guy that had, I mean, with the prices rising, homeless people aren't choosing to be homeless. Minimum wage isn't enough to pay your bills. You can't survive on minimum wage anymore. You just can't. Where the hell are you supposed to live? What are you supposed to do? Choose between
what are you supposed to do?
Exactly. Minimum
this is
wage
America.
is not enough.
A person should be able to say whatever he wants as long as he don't touch nobody.
Yeah.
He say, I'll kill all you. I don't give a fuck what he say. He's a crazy guy. He's fucked up, whatever. Did he touch anybody? Did he go at anybody? That's what I want to know. No?
But the cowardice of sneaking up behind him to choke him out.
Up behind him.
The audacity.
In your little cowardly chokehold. You have him like this and then not letting him go. You're so scared. You're so fucking scared. You didn't even want to let him go. You just kept squeezing tighter and tighter and tighter until the man died in front of everybody.
And if you're so
no
scared,
outrage
stop moving into these predominantly African-American neighborhoods. Stop moving into these culturally formed neighborhoods if you're that scared. Like, I was watching a tape about a guy that was talking, basically the cop came and he was banging on his door, right? I saw this on TikTok. The cop came, he's banging on the dude's door. Dude opens the door. He's like, yo, let me go put on some shorts. I'll be right back. The cop tries to push his way in.
We don't have the right to do that. Black men, we can't do that.
Yeah. So the cop tries to push his way in. So then he's like, well, I've been knocking here for a minute. And dude politely checked the cop. He was like, look, come fill my truck, man. It's still hot. I just got here. I asked you, and they both recording each other. I asked you to let me put on some shorts before I came out here and approached you as a man. You on my property. And you just come in and thinking that you just gonna push your way through. Like, where is this audacity of privilege coming from?
You know where? Deep racism.
But we gotta change that shit. We gotta change that shit. And the sad part about it is if you stand up for yourself, you're liable to be gunned down.
Period.
and it'd be sanctioned. It's
Say
a
that
scary
crazy
world.
man got the drop on this dude that tried to come up behind him and choke him out, and then start beating the hell out of him. They would have fucking. They would have killed him still. They would have killed him. It would have been over for him. There's
He
no
was
wins for
destined to
him.
die the moment he walked on there with those
Destined
people
to die. Destined to
that
die.
didn't belong in that neighborhood.
Sad
And I'm not trying
situation.
to say that people like, it's segregation and people should live where they live, but you should know the ramifications of moving into specific areas. You should be aware that when you move into the hood shit gonna happen.
I'm gonna tell you this to end this shit. That motherfucker that snuck up from behind him and put his little fucking shitty ass fucking sweaty arm around that man's neck to choke him out and wouldn't let go because you were so scared and so cowardly. Such a fucking punk.
Yeah.
Stop taking the train. I know your punk ass got enough money to get a car. Stay the fuck off the train and start driving. You want to save your little money and stack up and get. No, you don't need to be on the trains. You're a fucking shithead. And I hope
Yeah.
your ass go to jail, prison for murder. You need to go down for murder. You need to go do a
Facts.
little 20, do a dub. So that way when you get out, you won't be as scared of us no more. You fucking pussy. Sorry, but I just can't. It's just that guy. No, nah.
Yeah. He gets no love here, man. He gets no love whatsoever here. Because that's that bullshit. And
Feel me?
again, that was sanctioned murder. That was definitely some sanctioned murder. You want to jump
For
into the
real.
next or
Yeah,
man?
yeah, yeah.
So Jamie Foxx, what's going on with this fella, man?
Man, you know what I mean? I really want to know, like, man, he been in the hospital, what, like 3 weeks now? Or 2 weeks, something like that?
And then he got out, and then he went back in.
You know, we love Jamie Foxx. This dude is a staple, come from In Living Color. Did his thing there with Wanda and all kind of different characters. Then he created
Facts.
that Jamie Foxx show, classic. I love it. I watch every
Yes.
episode. I love the
Yes.
Jamie Foxx show, and then
Went
a
on to
lot
do
of people
fabulous
start.
things as Ray. I mean,
Yep,
he
Ray.
killed that
Yeah,
role.
yeah, it just went crazy. Ray, it went crazy. He lost a lot of black support. Let's be real, because we felt like, he left his black wife and went with white girls and stuff like that.
Katie
I
Holmes.
understand that he's in Hollywood and he seen what he liked and he liked what he liked and he got what he liked. But he lost a lot of black support with that. You know what I mean? A lot of people got the nerve to say, "See, he's fucking with the white girls now. Look at him." And I seen that shit on Twitter and a lot of
Hey,
stuff.
sisters
We
always go
fucked
that
up.
route though. We always go that route. See, shouldn't have been over there playing. You need to play in your own sandbox.
But that's terrible. You know what I mean? Because Jamie is one of our icons for sure. You know what I mean? But my thing is, what conditions, and we got family members that went through drastic health shit, and we still don't know what
Yeah.
was going on actually. These doctors, they claim they know, but they don't even know a lot of times. Like, what type of shit will have him in? What they said, it was a stroke, right? Was it a stroke in the beginning?
I think they had claimed it was a stroke in the beginning, allegedly. But like, I don't think we're getting the real truth about what's going on with him. And yeah, man. Yeah, it's a scary place, man, for him
With us
especially.
black people, I don't care how you rich or poor, that medical shit, we still is kind of taboo with us. We still don't want, you know what I mean, people to know. I seen some speculations of people saying foul shit. You know, I'm not gonna jump on that, but at the same time, I feel like we should be more open with our medical shit, like to help everybody else. Like, come on, man, this man
Yeah.
is, how old is he? He's like, he got to be like 46, 7. What is
No, he's
he?
in
He's
his
young.
50s. He's
Oh,
in
he's in
his
his
50s.
50s.
Yeah, but still, man, it's just, yeah, it's rough. And a lot of our icons are dropping dead, and a lot of things are happening like that. And it's just like you said, we just don't trust this Western medicine. We just don't
Oh.
trust it, because there's always a list of side effects. You know what I mean? They
But
mention
when the
something, try this. It'll kill your lungs. It'll kill your liver. You may have to go to
mm-hmm.
the bathroom every 5
They
minutes.
practicing on you.
Yeah.
And when the family come out and say pray for him, what do you think that mean? What does that mean to you?
I think that means that he may be on his last legs. And I'm really hoping that's not I really hope that's not what's happening, you know.
But the
I really
family
do.
came out and said they didn't give us no good news at all.
Yeah.
Basically, pray for him. Pray for him. He was on a show on Netflix and it was doing good. You know, they even picked some guy that looks like him to finish out the last of his little for the season or whatever. But he wasn't planning that. He didn't see this coming. What I'm trying to say, he was on something. You know what I mean? So that's
Or
fucking
maybe Jamie
scary.
knows something. Maybe Jamie knows something he shouldn't fucking know.
Maybe he knows what. What you mean? He didn't know
Like,
nothing. He was on that show. He was booked up to be doing things. He didn't know nothing. This was abrupt.
no, but I'm saying maybe he knew something he shouldn't know. And people are afraid he was going to speak on it. It's highly weird, man. You never know what's
Mm-mm.
going on with these people. This shit is so puzzling and so out of the blue that yeah, I don't put nothing past no one.
Neither do I, really. When you look at the Harvey Weinstein, all the shit that was
That's
involved
been
with that, and
going
all the
down.
powerful
Oh
people,
yeah. Oh yeah.
that's just an example.
And I mean, he
Yeah.
was doing stuff, but he wasn't at the height of his career anymore either. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
like you kill off Jamie Foxx and
Or make him a vegetable, either
yeah,
or.
yeah,
And that's the crazy thing. Like say like, whew, any of my family getting to Hollywood, I'm watching because though you can't drink after, you can't be out drinking with
yeah.
people.
You can't do nothing with
Can't
nobody.
do nothing with no. You got to watch yourself, especially if you're influential and you know shit. Oh my god,
Exactly, exactly. There have
I
been a
never thought
lot
of
of
that,
strange
Malika.
deaths in Hollywood. There have been a ton of strange deaths, and so it's like yeah,
And Jamie is a person that we never would thought. You know, we thought we was gonna have him till he old and when he ready to go. Like
yeah,
this,
yeah.
this is this is crazy. It's really
Facts,
unfortunate. You know what I mean?
facts.
He
It's a
was
sad,
dealing with
sad thing.
somebody's wife at one point. Somebody that's powerful. You know,
Yeah.
right? What then? Like Brad Pitt's wife or somebody.
Did what?
We need somebody that know this pop shit because Jamie was dealing with somebody's fucking wife allegedly. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know he was with Katie Holmes.
And she was still with somebody
I don't think she was
allegedly.
still with Tom Cruise when that
Oh
went down. I think they had split up by then. But that I don't really follow like the social lives of these folks.
yeah, because I heard she was still with, and Jamie was hanging around like the homie, but he was begging her at the time, and that's when, and then that came out, and then Tom Cruise was like, "Oh, I'm done with this."
Has Jamie
That's what
Foxx
I
ever been
heard.
married?
Huh?
Has Jamie Foxx ever been married?
He's a playboy. He don't want to be married.
Is he though?
He never been married, so what is that?
Or does he play for the other team sometimes?
Oh, good question. You know,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. These are
I
all
don't
alleged
either.
speculation. I'm not asserting that I know these things as fact, but yeah, it's something to think about, man.
Definitely something to think about. You know,
Yeah. And I
like,
even saw like in relation to other people's parties and stuff like that. Yeah.
cause he got kids.
He got
He
a
got
kid. Or maybe he has
the
two.
daughter.
I only thought he had one. Now I could be wrong on this. I only believe he had one.
I think he only got one too. Actually,
And I
he
mean
got the
that's just to
daughter.
keep the sisters off your back.
Mm, interesting. And
Yeah.
you know, obviously, and I ain't gonna hold it because we on Bullite Network, and I gotta be real with y'all. People said he got that thing. They said they think he got the thing, that HIV, that AIDS thing. And I'm sorry to
Mm.
say it, but that's just what people saying. That's what I do. I read a lot of tweets. I read a lot of the comments about this situation, and people are suspecting some foul shit. But at the
Yeah.
same time, is that really foul, or is it just we want to know what's going on? Like, that's all. all the
But I mean,
secretive
if he
stuff.
does have that, does he get into a situation like P. Diddy and Usher getting caught having passed along STDs?
Mm. And that's why I gotta be a
And
secret.
knowingly passing this shit
Yeah, yeah,
along?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because that could be that.
That's a career killer right there. Ain't nobody gonna fuck with you after that.
And you get, if you were doing it and you knew you had it, that's
Yep.
all kind of lawsuits and all kind of trouble.
And God
Basically.
forbid somebody feels like they're part of the Me Too movement and contracted it from him, you know, by him being a little forcibly or showing a little force. I mean, this whole shit's gonna play out to be some interesting shit. And this is
Yeah,
all
we're gonna find
speculation,
out.
but yeah.
But guess, and what we doing is asking questions. We didn't say. That's why we're smart here. We didn't say, "Oh, he got this" or "He got
No,
that."
no, no. We're
But
not
we're
stating.
asking questions. That's all. You know what I mean? That's what we do. But man, we all and I know Malika, just like me, we love Jamie Foxx, and we appreciate his talent, and we want to see him back doing his thing. No doubt
Yeah.
about it. You know what I mean? But when it go down, we're gonna question and we're gonna try to find out and and educate ourselves so we don't get caught up in twists like this.
Hell yeah, we
Sorry,
ain't trying to be
but
Tasha K.
but
Fuck
we
that
go
shit.
pray for
I
his
mean, shout out
recovery.
to Tasha K, but we ain't trying to get caught up in
Oh
no
nah,
bullshit.
not at all. And shout out to King Payne. Y'all check
Yes.
out King Payne shit because he all into that. He already know he gonna put y'all on all the Tasha K shit, all
All
that
right.
shit. You feel me? So
Jaguar
yeah,
Wright, he's always been
Jaguar White.
her. Yeah, man.
His shit
Yeah.
lit. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean good episode. I'm out of town. I gotta get up early in the morning, go to work, but I'm back on the
Understood.
panel now. We back at it, and it's gonna go up from here. We on it. Feel me? And stay tuned tomorrow. Speaking of King Payne, yeah, we had some topics that we didn't want to bring up yet. We saving them because we got
Yep.
some intel on these situations. So
Yeah.
Manana, y'all check it out on Bullite Network, and we might have a super special surprise for y'all. We're gonna go into it. So y'all stay tuned, you know what I mean? Shout out to
Facts.
everybody.
Facts. Don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe, man. And well, I guess follow and subscribe are the same fucking thing, but just do what I said. Nah, I'm just playing.
Exactly.
Y'all have a good
Y'all
night.
gonna get
Thanks for
sick of
joining
us.
us.
Y'all gonna love us. We ain't going nowhere though. Have a good night.